Welcome back to RWBY. This is Volume 8, Episode 7, War. Every time I see this title, I just think of the song from last volume. And it's not annoying, but it's like, come on. Anyways, last time, Cinder's backstory finally. Cool motive, still murder. And we see that maybe not all the villains really know what they're signing up for. Or at least a couple of them are starting to question where their loyalties lie. Especially Cinder and Hazel. I feel like Hazel had a little bit of a moment with Oscar Ozpin, like the tinge of the start. Not even the beginning, but just like a little speck of hope that Hazel might be redeemed. And same with Cinder. She's sort of like, why am I back here? So I feel like she's starting to second guess her place in Salem's hierarchy. So I don't know if that's going to motivate her more to be evil or more to be good, because I feel like she could go either way. I feel like she, especially from her backstory, she's the type of person who would do things out of spite. So if she's not really liking where Salem is keeping her, maybe she will just try and take more power for herself for selfish reasons, or maybe she'll join up with the good guys, but I don't think it's going to happen. Anyways, I believe we ended with the Aesops trying to track down people. They found Yang and Ren and Jean, and they were trying to say, hey, there's Grimm. And the Grimm invaded Atlas, I believe. So, yeah. From what I've seen of thumbnails and people's title descriptions that are fucking 100 characters long, I'm very nervous about this episode. I think it's a lot of setup from what I understand, but it might be actual action. So let's jump in and find out. I'm distracted right now. Let me get into the show. Oscar? Oh, whoa. Oh. That's right. The big Grimm can spawn more Grimm. Oh shit, not apathy. And are they called Olifants? I don't know what they're called. The mammoths.
I am evacuating all citizens to the subway. Prepare Manta Squad Omega and dispatch to every part of Atlas.
But sir...
Now!
Citizens of Atlas, please proceed to the nearest underground subway stations for shelter.
Now they're panicking. People are going to get trampled. They're going to attract more Grimm. Oh my god, really? Y'all doing too much.
But we can't make a dent, sir.
Sir, Schnee here. Penny is still MIA, but we've apprehended Ark, Xiaolong, and Ren.
Stand by for further orders, and don't let those fugitives out of your sight.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir. Of
Y'all are
course.
dumb.
Still just following orders.
Wake up! Wake up!
That's where the Grimm took Oscar. It's
Where Salem is.
I thought. Grimm don't take prisoners.
This one did. If you would just let us go.
Cease fire. Manta squads, concentrate on secondary hostiles. Command is working on a solution for the creature.
What do you have in mind, sir?
We aren't making any progress attacking the thing from the outside, but from the inside, it could be vulnerable. Science team is putting together a bomb. When it's ready, we'll drop it off as close to the target as possible. Then your team will deliver it on foot. Sending you rendezvous coordinates now.
Of course, sir. We will hold the point and we will get it done.
But Oscar's in there.
You can't do this!
No, please go on, Winter. Next batch? Oh. Oh, she's just spying, okay. Oh, maybe, oh, what? Is this the moment? Is she finally doing some betrayal? Girl, keep up the fucking illusion. Come on. Jesus. Is she saving Oscar?
That stunt you pulled.
God.
She'd have killed you if you didn't just pop up somewhere else. Still, you can make things easier on yourself if you start telling the truth.
You've never wondered why she recruited you. You, specifically, to help her find the relics.
We share a vision. She's gonna create a new world order.
There's no new world.
No kingdoms. And no Huntsman Academies.
New world order. No. When Salem gets all 4 relics, there will be no worlds left at all. Don't you get it? She's been alive longer than you can comprehend. All she craves now is release. Death.
Stop lying! Salem can't be killed. When she came for me, I killed her over and over again. The longest she was gone was only a few hours, before she put herself back together. When I couldn't lift my arms anymore, she showed me that through her, I could have the vengeance I needed.
Hazel. Don't you see that is why she came for you? Because she could make you believe that this is what you needed?
This is what you deserve!
Yes! But Oscar, the people of Atlas, Remnant, you haven't done what you've done for justice. You've done it for yourself. Because she pushed you to think it would help you. Well, has it?
Ooh. Get got.
Now what am I good for?
Aww. I didn't realize it was this bad. Like, I figured her semblance
I've done what I can.
channeling
but
electricity.
she
I didn't
needs a
realize there was
doctor.
limits.
Hopefully May's able to reach the others. I really hope they're okay. Salem's monster is making Grimm faster than the Atlas military can kill them.
Mm-hmm.
The city won't stand a chance unless we stop it.
It's massive. Way bigger than a Leviathan. What can we even do? Penny launched Amity, and our message went out. Do we just wait for someone to come? If they even come.
Could be days, weeks.
How did it all get like this?
Fiona said your friends haven't been heard from in a while.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, the last thing they're worried about is a couple of kids. Come on, I've got the ship ready to head back in.
What? We can't leave.
It's chaos at the crater. Atlas has its army, but Mantle only has us. People are dying.
People are dying here too. Don't you have family in Atlas?
No. Mantle needed me. And to the Marigolds, that meant I wasn't their son anymore. And I made sure that everyone knew that I wasn't their daughter. So forget them. They've got Henry, yours have Whitley. You get what I'm saying.
I don't know about...
Which side are you on, anyway?
We've heard that before.
Oof.
There are no sides. We want to help everyone. We're all facing Salem together. And together is the only way we're going to get out of it.
So how exactly do we get out of it?
So long as this world turns, you shall walk its face. That was the curse cast upon her. But if Salem can divide humanity beyond repair, and bring all 4 relics back together, she believes that maybe
Damn.
the curse will be broken.
Told the whole damn story.
The gods will rule against us and destroy Remnant once and for all.
Nice story.
Fuck
But
you.
if Gretchen's death taught me one thing. It was never to trust you.
Please, let me.
But Oscar...
You want him to trust us, and trust me. Her name is Jin.
Huh?
You want her to come out of the lamp? Just say her name. She can still answer one more question.
After all that, you're just going to give Salem the password?
No.
Giving
Giving
you
you the password. And hoping you'll find the truth for yourself.
power play.
He's
No.
a prisoner, Am. He'll say what he thinks will get him out.
Emerald, I swear to
So
God.
you're still going to back you up? After what I just told you?
Those are Salem's new orders.
Oh,
And I know better than to disobey Salem.
damn.
But
Look,
Emerald said,
even if
or
we're
sorry,
Salem,
Mercury said.
we can't stop Salem. You told me yourself. Hazel tried. He failed, and he got in line. Big guy's not gonna pick fights he can't win. Neither should we.
But together.
And all of this is pointless anyway. Salem's not ending the world.
Of course she is.
Oop. And
You're
oop.
surprised? Salem is destruction incarnate. Our mistress wishes to see the end of it all. There is no ideal more beautiful. If you couldn't see that from the start, you must be out of your mind.
Oh, no.
Now, come along, Mr. Black. You and I have a date with the desert.
Ooh. Okay, well. There goes my hopes that maybe Mercury will get a fight scene this volume. Yeah, I'm really interested about his character going forward.
You can't blow it up
I'll
when
talk by the
Oscar's
end.
still in there.
That creature causes more damage every minute. We cannot wait.
Please, Winter, give us a chance to try to rescue him first. We could be your test run.
Ooh.
You don't know what'll be waiting for you inside, right? So we can go ahead to check it out. And look for Oscar while we're inside.
You want to go inside that thing alone?
Wouldn't you do it for Elm? Harriet? Vine?
They're not friends like that.
we don't let feelings get in the way of making the right call. Trading 3 lives for 1 is stupid.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
He's our friend. We will do whatever it takes to find him.
Thank you, Ren, for finally
care about him.
Finally being a human being. Love that.
I really had you pegged as the most level-headed of the bunch, but I guess you're just as naive. Feelings don't matter. The job matters.
I was about to go off on Harriet,
When
but I
you
was like,
lose someone
whatever.
on your team,
Let me not give her that energy.
Replace them. Like Marrow replaced Tortuga, and Winter replaced...
No! No one
Tortuga.
is replaceable.
Whoa.
You don't really believe that. You are furious about losing Clover.
He's gotten his semblance is evolving. He can sense emotions.
You don't know anything about me.
He can sense emotions now.
That's why you lost against Team RWBY. You try to fight how you feel about each other, so you'll never truly work as a team.
Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about!
Everyone calm down.
Ooh, damn. She said, let me knock your socks off first. What the fuck?
Fine. We will drop you as close as we can to the monster.
You can't be serious. They're fugitives and traitors.
I outrank you.
Ooh. Mind the business, Harriet.
If you aren't out in time, we drop the payload. No matter what.
We understand.
Curious if, you know, how his semblance works now. Is it like the colors?
In fact, you don't want to be a part of it at all anymore. I have a job to do, and I'm going to do it.
I was gonna say, do the colors relate to their semblance or to their mood? Or their, sorry, not semblance, their aura.
Either.
Okay, it's probably their mood then. Because she had 3 colors. She's divided.
Wait, what about Crow and Robin? Well, maybe if we get them out of wherever they're being held, they could...
No, see, you just don't get it. This is not a situation where everyone wins. Now you all can come with me to help in Mantle, or I can drop you off near the front lines if you still want to help Atlas. Your uncle and Robin can't save us. We have to choose. So choose.
Hello? We're closed. I'm just gonna bowler hat.
Klein!
Oh!
Miss
Hey!
Lee, I heard there was a patient here who needed my help.
I am so sorry, Klein. It's my fault that Father...
Please don't worry, my snowflake. It had nothing to do with you. And everything to do with Jacques.
Well, that's sweet of you. But wait, how did you know...
Ah, young Whitley, I'm so glad that you rang.
Oh.
May I please see the patient?
Okay, I was scared for a moment. I was like,
Yes. She's in Weiss's room.
thank God, Whitley.
I haven't been gone that long, Master Whitley. I believe I can find it.
Okay. Can
You
repair some
called Klein.
rifts between Weiss and
That girl needs a
Whitley.
doctor. I didn't do it for you.
I
Mhm.
know. That's why it means so much to me.
Okay. Now what?
Did you call anyone else?
Hello? Girl, weapons out first. Don't be just running around. Penny?
I'm sorry.
No. What? I forgot Penny existed. What is she sorry about? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. My eye looks weird. Anyways. Yeah, so the beginning scene really reminds me of like the Rohirrim, like, I don't know, just very Helm's Deep, very Minas Tirith, more Minas Tirith to be honest, but still, for some reason I'm just getting those vibes. Just like standing in front of the white ivory towers that Atlas is with this army, and you need more, you know, there has to be more than just that. Where the who helps out? They're here, right? They're the ones that come to save the day. So we Salem's orchestrating everything, literally. That was a really neat little touch. Emerald, we didn't really get a resolution for what she's doing. You know, she's obviously spying, but she didn't tell anybody. You know, it looks like she didn't want to be seen by Salem, so there's that. She told Mercury, who said, I don't give a fuck. Which I guess is the best outcome, because I was afraid. So let's talk about Mercury for a second. I brought it up back in volume 6, I believe, when we learned that part of his semblance, or his semblance was taken, so part of his aura, basically his soul, is gone. And I was curious about like the ramifications of that. Does that mean he's like technically soulless? you know, what does that say about his humanity, his morality? Obviously, he killed his own father, but obviously he was also abusive. So, like, it's justifiable. But he's been shown in the past to be more savage, more cruel. He's been more into this whole evil thing than even Cinder, to be honest. You know, Cinder has shown moments of, like, hesitation in the sense of she doesn't know her place, and you know, she's had contentions with Salem, whereas Mercury, how do I say Emerald? Sorry, Mercury has been very much always on Salem's side. More so, like, when Cinder was gone, he was like, well, I guess Salem's my boss now. You know, whereas I don't know, I just feel like out of that trio there, Salem, or no, sorry, the trio of Cinder, Emerald, and Mercury, Mercury has been very much on team whoever pays the bills. So, yeah, I'm just curious about, like, where his loyalties lie. Obviously, there was, like, a tinge of, like, he cares about these names. He cares about Emerald when he was getting in that ship. He was like, he had that look with her, like, don't do anything stupid, I'll be back. So I was surprised that, you know, we're gonna have to trust him, because I feel like I wouldn't have assumed he would just keep the secret about Jin and everything that Emerald had, you know, heard. So I'm curious to see where his storyline goes in the show. And again, going back to last week where I was kind of talking about how I wasn't really happy with the villains. I'm, you know, interested in seeing where he goes and also where Hazel goes, especially since Oscar told him the password, told him all the truths, and that was just a really nice moment of, like, you know, he sees some redemption in Hazel, and he's trusting him not to go and serve Salem blindly. I was gonna say, I think, given that we had that story development now of Oscar told him the password, Hazel, like 99% positive that he won't give the password up to Salem. But it would be a really devastating and cool plot twist if he did. If he just stayed evil. I think this is the opportunity that I was looking for of him to, like, develop. It's his chance to either just be evil for the sake of being evil, or to turn his life around. And I think it would be a better opportunity for him to obviously be good. I said before, I really want him to be a good guy, but there is now more depth to his character. I feel like now that he's given an opportunity, like a choice, you know, he's given some agency into being evil. So I'm very excited to see where he goes. Obviously, I'm like 99% sure that he's going to be good, but if they do go the evil route, then I feel like he's going to be a lot more complex in that way, because he's choosing, even after everything, to just follow her blindly. Whereas before it was kind of just like, I hate Ozpin. Now at least it's like, I trust Salem. You know, it's a small distinction, but I don't know. For some reason, that just, like, changes my opinion about him being evil. God, my nose is messed up today. I also just realized that I had picture-in-picture up still, so love that for me. But yeah, curious to see where Hazel goes, where Mercury goes. Obviously, Mercury. Going back to him for a little bit. I'm sad that we're not gonna get any fight scenes with him, but you know, it's okay. I'm very curious and interested to see, you know, him and Tyrion are now out of the picture. They're going to Vacuo, so a part of me recognizes and realizes that we're gonna have to go there eventually. Especially if we're doing the 3-volume sort of story arcs in each kingdom. They should be going there maybe in volume 10 or something. But it's just kind of like, there's stuff happening after this volume. Like, it feels such like a climactic culmination of storylines, that I'm very surprised that we're, you know, like I said, it kind of sent me for a shock, because, like, this feels so final right now. This whole, Salem's in Alice, like she's here, and we have to recruit the bad guys. Like it feels very much like this is the end. But I know we have for sure a volume 9, and I believe the plans are like for 12-ish volumes, right? So there's still a lot of story apparently to go, and it just kind of set me for a shock again, because like there's still vacuum out there. But yeah, and touching back on Emerald, curious to see what she's gonna do with that information. She obviously told Mercury. Mercury pretty much said, just tell Salem, like, we can't do anything. But he's not gonna do it himself, so that leaves, again, talking about choice, it leaves the fate of our heroes in her hands. And maybe back in like volume 5-ish, I would have, volume 5 or volume 6 maybe, I would have like been certain that she is going to keep that information from Salem, and she's going to recognize that it's a bad idea. But now, volume 8, Emerald, I think she's going to tell Cinder, and she's going to expect Cinder to fall in line with Salem. I don't know. I just feel like Emerald is a very shaky person to have that information. We know that Hazel is probably going to keep it because of this relationship he has with Oscar and Ozpin. Mercury is very much, I don't give a fuck, that's your mission. But Emerald's in a very nebulous spot right now for me. I don't know what her thought process is going to be. So she's the linchpin right now. If she messes up, everything's gone. Cool little trans scene here with May. Did Henry ever introduce himself? I know that he was in volume 4 and he was at the dinner party and he was the one trying to chat up Weiss and all that. I'm assuming he said his name to her, but it's such like a nebulous and it is such like a thin connection, like, oh yeah, you're the sister to Henry Marigold. Okay, like he was such a minor character and cool world building, but also like there's so many fucking characters. That doesn't mean anything to me that you're the sister and you have a family, and I don't know. It's just like, it feels like, I don't know. She's such a minor character. That's the only thing. Like, I'd be cooler if she had more to do, but right now she's kind of just like been here doing things, so I don't really care. But I hope this means that she's gonna have more prominence in the second half of this volume, maybe going into volume 9. But yeah, I'm sure, I don't know, I just feel like for me, I didn't really care about that representation, so I'm curious to see what actual trans people think, and how to, I know the voice actress is trans, so like there's that, but I don't know, to me it didn't really do anything for me, because I don't really know this character yet. And then also kind of going with Whitley, very cool that he was kind of chill about it and actually doing the right thing. Sorry, we're talking about Ren now. So we're on the plane here, and Ren finally figured out his semblance. He sort of got that. I don't really get the connection. I immediately knew what was going on. I could tell that, his power is to quiet down emotions and to like sort of negate emotions almost. He's sort of a neutral force. So I kind of assumed immediately off the bat that his power, the evolved one that we were kind of hinted at for last volume, and then also just like all characters in general, that we were kind of hinted that semblances can evolve and grow and stuff. But yeah, I just assumed that he had power of emotion, so I really like that. It was easy to guess, and it was pretty much explained here that it wasn't explained, but it was like very heavily inferred that he is seeing the emotions of them. At first I was like, is it a lie detector test, because she had red on Harriet, and then he was like saying you're lying, so I thought like, well, that wouldn't make sense because Robin already has lie detecting, so it must be more of he sees what she's really thinking as far as her emotional state, and he can tell that it's not matching up. But anyways, my point is, I'm having a hard time breathing right now. My point is, I'm not really seeing the growth of that semblance with what we saw last volume, where it was like Matrix time, slow-mo, the white background, you know, the very anime like, whoo, something's here. You know, I guess the connection, so what I'm trying to say is like, you know, volume 7 chapter 1, when they get captured and he's like sensing that somebody's here, and then immediately the second afterwards they all get tied up. Or I believe it's in the war room, whatever, the training room, when he's just meditating and then he feels that Ironwood's coming. You know, those moments, there's the white background and everything. That to me was setting up like, I guess that kind of goes along with he's feeling emotions. He can sense that there's new force entering the battlefield kind of thing. Yeah, I guess it's just like a growing pain in like developing fully, maturing. You know, at first it was just kind of like he can sense that something's here, but now he can like really see the emotions of people. So it kind of makes sense. But I do like the evolution that he's got here, and I'm just glad that he's like finally snapped out of his stupid phase, because I was really kind of getting annoyed with him. Like he's been such like a character that I've been rooting for since volume 1, and I wanted him to have good things, and then volume 4 happened, and we got so much backstory on him, and he had such great character moments. And then after, you know, and then starting in volume 7, it was just kind of like, who the fuck are you now? Why? we were making so much progress, and now you're like going back to this weird, I don't want to talk about it phase. So I'm glad that he's finally like, no, feelings are a good thing. We gotta talk about it. You know, every life is precious. You know, I don't know. I just really like that character. He's finally like getting it. And he's telling people like, hey, Marrow, I see you, leave. Winter, I see you, leave. So hopefully that's going to be the spark for those two characters, and they're going to like have a serious sit down and think about what are they doing with their lives. And then kind of talking about those two now, I didn't realize there's going to be so much talking about this episode. I was like, this is a pretty short episode for like a cliffhanger, you know, halfway mid-season thing. But here I am talking for 20 minutes already, probably. But now that we have Marrow and Winter, both have been outed as traitor, you know, basically they have misgivings about what they're doing. Again, it's the rule of you can't do it twice. So just like I was kind of saying, I can only see, well, okay, let me so in the past I had been saying only only Emerald, only Neo, only Hazel, you know, only one of them are going to betray Salem. Now I'm kind of feeling like maybe all of them could, you know, if a large sect of them, like, you know, maybe Tyrion still stays on his bad side, maybe Mercury does, whatever, but maybe Mott's, you know, but maybe like the whole group of them can all rise up against Salem. In that case, it kind of creates that dynamic, you know. My point was, I'm not explaining it correctly. How do we do this? I guess the thing is, I'm trying to think of an analogy. So like, it's not the best one, but let's take volume 3. Let's take, we have Penny and Pyrrha. They both die, right? Yes, it's in different episodes. Yes, it's for different reasons. Yes, it has different impacts on our characters. But at the same time, they're both killed off for no reason. I'm cutting this part out. That doesn't make sense. I don't know how to explain this, but I hope that I'm getting across to some extent. I just feel like narratively, you can't have the same trope happen multiple times. I feel like I'm just spouting nonsense at this point. And the point is, sure, Marrow and Winter are both feeling like they're not doing the right thing. They could both join up with the good guys as a group, as a unit, split off from the Aesops. That would work for me. Only one of them could split up and join with the good guys and leave the Aesops. That would work for me. If they both don't do it, I don't think that's going to happen. You know, I just don't see that happening. But I also just kind of like, it works, I guess. But I think the thing that would make it unique would be if one of them, if they both defect, sure, whatever. One sacrifices themselves for the cause, to be a good guy, you know. They're like, this is the way. But I don't know. I feel like I'm just battling at this point. My point is, I feel like one of them's gonna die. All that to say, Marrow or Winter is gonna die. And that was just a fucking long ass ramble. I don't know why I had to take that long to say that. Kind of going along with that point though, and then wrapping around back to the point of we have 12 volumes theoretically. People are gonna die this volume. You know, I feel like Hazel has a red flag on him. I feel like, again, Marrow or Winter has a red flag on them. Who else? I don't think any of the RWBY squad's going to, and you know, Team RWBY, I don't think they're going to have any necessarily. But my point is, I don't think they would kill off Nora. I'm not really feeling red flags for her, especially because I feel like we've gotten to know her, but like we haven't like gotten a moment with her yet. You know, she hasn't had her big character moment, I feel like. Whereas she's kind of just been attached to Ren, like kind of like what she's feeling right now. She's been attached to Ren so long and defined by him so long. So I feel like if Ren gets all these cool moments and development and stuff like that, if Nora's big moment is just, I suck up the big electricity and I have scars now, like that kind of feels wasted to me. So I don't feel like she's on the chopping block for me. And then Jean's such a major character too, but he hasn't really done much this volume, so there's a realm where he dies. But again, I feel like we haven't gotten the payoff of Pyrrha yet. There's still a chance. There's still a chance that she's coming back. And also just the fact of, I don't know if anyone saw this before, but Achilles and Patroclus. You know, I'm curious. Well, Patroclus did die before Achilles, didn't he? So that's not really good. Good comparison there that I'm making. But I was gonna say, if you know Achilles / Pyrrha is already dead, then you wouldn't kill off Patroclus / Jean, would you? But I'm like, well, technically they both did die, both and more. So maybe he is on the chopping block now that I think about it. Damn. And also Miles is the writer, so I could see him killing off his character to focus more on writing. Anyways, I'm just rambling at this point. Thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Klein's back. Yay. And then Penny. That's right. Penny shows up at the end. She's like, I'm sorry. What does that mean? You know, what is she sorry for? For getting stabbed? Like, she's bleeding green. You know, I forgot that she was hacked. I forgot about Watts. So, nervous about what she's going to do. What's going on there? You know, is she sorry that she's like, I'm compromised? I'm sorry about what's going to happen because I'm not really conscious right now. When does the show start back up again? February? Oh my god. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I can trim down some of this review section because damn, I feel bad just talking about it. So, thanks for watching. Again, I'm going to shut up now. Hope you guys have a happy holidays, happy new year. See you in 2021. And that is it. I'm done. Bye. RWBY, hello?